Hi there, I'm Surang from Englishman, and today it is Total Immersion. In Total Immersion, I usually tell stories, and today we have a very beautiful story, and I try my best to make it really, really simple so that you have a very good idea about the story and the message. And also, I try to give you sort of conversations, imaginary things, dialogues, or whatever, so that you have an idea of the spoken language, the spoken skill, the language production clear. So, we are going to the story. The name of the story is The Soccer Player. The Soccer Player. Soccer is a sort of a football game, soccer player. Shall we go to the story then? Hello. This Ahsoka player, the story, the name of the story, the title. Shall we? First, I read this. There was a young boy who used to come for regular practice, but always played in the reserves and never made it to the soccer 11. There was a young boy. You understand what we mean by young boy. Young boy may be 12 years old, 15 years old or so, young boy, used to come for regular practice. Used to come. Used to means a past habit. For example, if I say I used to smoke, that means those days I was smoking, but now I'm not smoking. Used to means a habit, but it is not continued, it is a past habit. Clear? Yeah. So the story is about a past event. So therefore, there was a young boy who used to come. What is that? That is, he was coming to practices those days, not now. There was a young boy who used to come regularly, he came to practice. There was a young boy who used to come for regular practice. Regular practice, what is regular? Continuously they are doing regularly, again and again, every day, or so on. Regular practice, but always played in the reserves. But he always played in the reserves, not in the team basically. Team means not the soccer 11. The team is comprised of 11 players, but he is not among that 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. They are playing. He is not playing. He is practicing and doing. And if something happens to a player and he appears, he comes. That is reserved players, you know that. In cricket and even in games, I have no idea of games that much. There are reserved players. There was a young boy who used to come for regular practice but always played in the reserves and never made it to the soccer 11. Never made it to. Never made it to means, yeah, never made it to means failure to achieve something, failure to reach something. I would say I wanted to. So you just think like that. I want to make a YouTube channel, and always I think I should do that. Oh, I should start a YouTube channel, but I don't do that. Then finally, after 10 years, I would say, oh, I never made it. I wanted to do that particular thing, but I did not do for some reason. So then I can say, I never made it. I never made it successful. That means, yeah. So always played in the reserves and never made it to the soccer 11. So he never made it to the soccer 11. That is, he did not play in the real team, the playing team. The story is, while he was practicing now, he was practicing, but he is not playing in the game. He was practicing always. He regularly, as they say, he regularly appears for practicing. He practices doing this and that. No, no, not that is soccer, football, sort of a football, right? And they do a lot of things, but he's not playing in the game. While he was practicing, his father used to sit at the far end. While he was practicing, He's not playing in the game, but he was practicing, doing a lot of things before the game. And then while he was practicing, his father used to sit at the far end. There are seats, good number of seats arranged. And his father, whose father, the young boy's father, used to sit at a corner and watching, looking at his son practicing. Yeah, that's good. Good father. While he was practicing, his father used to sit at the far end, not near. For a reason, right, far end. I'll tell you finally. Far end, waiting for him to go with him. They must be going home after the game, after practicing. So this father is waiting for him always. Now you know the story so far. Young boy coming for practice, and he is not in the soccer 11. And then while he was practicing, father is there at the far end looking at the practicing guys. That's it. The matches had started, and for 4 days, the matches had started. Okay, those days, I mean, the particular date, the matches had started. And for 4 days, it was 4 days, he didn't show up. The guy didn't show up. That means the boy did not show up. What is showing up? If you show up, you come for a gathering or a party or something. Show up means coming, arriving. Now, for example, I would say, we are going to have a party, and we start the party around 7:30. You have to show up before 7:15. Show up means come for an event or something like that. Show up means coming, basically. The matches had started, and for 4 days, he didn't show up. For 4 days, he didn't show up for practice, for the quarter or semi-finals. He did not come for the quarter or semi-finals. You understand, in cricket even we have quarter and semi-finals, I think. Yeah, quarter or semi-finals. All of a sudden, suddenly, he came. The matches had started, and for 4 days, he didn't show up for practice or the quarter or semi-finals. He did not come. But all of a sudden, suddenly, patapatas, he showed up for the finals. When the finals started, the guy came. Small guy came. Went to the coach and said, what did he say? Now, do you understand that? The matches started, he didn't come. He didn't come for practice, not for quarters, not for semi-finals. But when finals appeared, he came, he appeared. Maravadi. All of a sudden, he showed up for the finals. Went to the coach and said, Coach, you have always kept me in the reserves and never let me play the finals. He went to the coach and said, Coach, sir, excuse me, sir, you have always kept me in the reserves. Excuse me, sir, the thing is actually always I did not play the game. I was always in the reserves. So I don't like that, sir. Actually, what you did was that always I was not in the match. I was I worked as a reserved player, so I had no chance to play for all these years, maybe 2 years, 3 years. I did only practicing, and I had no chance to play in the game. Sir, that is not good, sir. I went to the coach and said, Coach, you have always kept me in the reserves and never let me play in the finals. We had a lot of matches, good number of matches, 10, 15 matches. But yet for all I did not play, sir. You always kept me in reserves. Clear? But today, sir, but today, please let me play. Do you understand? I came for regular practice and I did practicing always. The past few days I did not come, that's okay, sir. But always I came for practicing, and always you kept me in reserves. You did not give me the chance to play, sir. But today, please let me play. I want to play today. But this is the final, right? This is the final. But today, please let me play, sir. The coach said, son, I'm sorry. The coach said, son, I'm sorry. I can't let you. I can't let you play. Hello, guy. You did not come for practice at times, right? There are good players here. So how can I put you in the game? You didn't come for semi-finals, you didn't come for quarters. So how are you going to play? I don't understand what you're saying. Coach says, son, I'm sorry, I can't let you. There are better players than you. A guy say, Ajan, sorry Ajan, I'm sorry, I can't let you play. I can't give you the chance to play because there are better players than you. There are players, the better players than you. And besides, on the other hand, it is the finals. Ajan, now it is the finals. This is not a joke, huh? Ajan, this is not a joke. This is not a child's play. This is not a child's play. So, Ajan, this is the finals. You understand? There are better players than you. And besides, it is the finals, Ajan. The reputation of the school is at stake. The reputation, the good name, the prestige, the good name, the brand, the reputation. Reputation is the good name of the school. A reputed school. Reputed school means it has a very good name. It is really, really known for things, sports. The reputation of a school is at stake. At stake means at risk. Risk. Risk, at risk. Risk means if I give you the chance to play, we are in a very bad position. If the players now, the players that are playing, if they play, that would be okay. I have seen them practicing and they have practiced well and they came for semi-finals, they came for quarters, and then they would play perhaps. But if I give you the chance, that is really a problem, darling, because all the other players are better players than you. They are better. And on the other hand, this is the finals. we can't do sort of jokes here. So therefore, this is finals. Our reputation is at stake. At stake means at risk. If I give you the chance, I'm at risk. The school is at risk. Do you understand risk? It is risky. It is risky. It is the finals. The reputation of the school is at stake. At stake means at risk. And I cannot take a chance. I can't take a chance. You understand that? Usually in Sinhala we say, don't take a chance. Chance we would say. And I cannot take a chance. Oh. Then guy came and said, please sir, please give me the chance to play because I never played in a match. Always I'm reserved one. So therefore I like very much to play in a game. But today, he's focusing today. So today I want to play. But guy, how can I give you the chance to play? Because all the other players are better players. And this is the final. You did not come for semi-finals, quarter. And that is it. They have practiced well. And so, and on the other hand, the reputation is at stake. We are at risk if I give you the chance. So I can't take a chance. I can't give you the chance. See what happens. So that is conversation. Do you understand, right? So while doing the story, we should go to sort of conversation, imaginary conversations. You understand that I'm not thinking, wow, I have nothing written here and there, or not previously prepared dialogues or whatever it is. While I'm doing this thing, I do sort of conversations and make dialogues automatically, naturally. So that is what you should see. That is spoken language, clear. It is not really spoken language, but it is really the shape of the spoken language. Whenever I want, I should be able to make dialogues here without thinking about grammar, past tense, present tense, whatever it is. So that is, you should practice. To learn spoken English, you should see other people speaking. So now I'm giving a story, you are learning about story. This is totally English. And you are not translating while I'm explaining things away. You don't think about grammar, you don't think about that tense, this tense, that tense, that but, but. You are not thinking about sort of grammar, but you are listening to me. Then you tune your ears and you start thinking in English. But if I use Sinhala continuously, I mean time to time, then you are your capacity, your ability, your improvement is at stake. You are at risk. You are not learning how to think in English. Okay, shall we go to the next slide? The boy pleaded, please, sir. Pleaded, you understand? I'm not going to give you the singular meaning. Pleaded, for example, when the ship is sinking, ship is going down. When sailing, a ship at sea, just like what is the ship sank, the beautiful story. Cannot remember. My God, the unsinkable ship. Do you know what? I see you go. Cannot remember. Titanic, yeah, Titanic ship. When ship started sinking, people pleaded, oh God, pleaded, you understand, plead. The boy pleaded, coach, I promise, I will not let you down. I will not disappoint you. You can trust me. I promise I will not let you down. Let down means if I disappoint someone, somebody is trusting me, somebody thinks I will help him, for example. There is a friend of mine, he is really, really poor. We are going to a party, he has no money, so I have money. So then he thinks that I will spend money for him. Clear? So when he says, Machang, I don't have money, Machang, I don't have money, Machang, I would say, don't worry, I will not let you down. I will not let you down. Don't worry, no letting down, something like that. I will not let you down, I will give him everything. But if I don't give him money and he become really upset, he become disappointed, then what did I do? I let him down. Clear? I disappointed him. The boy pleaded, coach, I promise I will not let you down. You can trust me, sir. I'll play today a full game. Something like that. That is not good English. The boy pleaded, coach, I promise I will not let you down. I beg of you. Begging. You know what beggars do? Hi, please, sir, give me some money. Beggars, yeah. I beg of you. Sir, I beg of you, please, sir, please do that. Please let me play. Please let me play, sir. Today I want to play. The coach had never seen the boy plead like this before. Plead. The coach is with this guy for few years, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years or so. But he has never seen this guy, this boy is pleading like this. Always he came for practice and no disturbances. He was practicing and he is going. He was not pestering. He was not saying that I want to play, I want to play, I want to play. No. He's a good guy. But today is different. The coach had never seen the boy pleaded like this before. Coach thought, wonderful guy. Usually this guy is not pleading like this. He is not so upset. But today he is really upset and he wants badly to play today. I don't know why. The coach thinks, he spoken English. Coach thinks, what should I do? What should I do? What can I do for him? Coach is thinking now. He said, okay son, go play. You can go and play. The coach thought that he should give him the chance to play. The coach said, okay son, go play. But remember, I am going against my better judgment. Judgment means I know. My judgment means I know that if these guys play, we can win the match, win it. But if this guy if he is going to play, we are at risk. Why should I take a risk? But I take risk. The coach thinks I take risk because of this innocent guy, poor guy. So he says, okay son, go play, but remember I am going against my better judgment. My judgment is, if you are playing, we cannot win. If others going to play, we will win, most probably. That is my judgment. But what I am doing is completely a different thing. I am giving the chance to a reserve guy for the finals. That is bad of me, coach thinks. That is not my principle. That is not my idea, not my judgment, not my decision. But I go against my decision. Clear? He said, okay son, go play, but remember, I am going against my better judgment. My judgment is not this. My judgment is a different thing. You should not play. But as you say, you can play now, but remember, we are at risk. Judgment and the reputation of the school is at stake. You know the meaning. I am please son, the thing is actually this. I like you playing, but I am going against my principles. I am going against my judgment. I think you have not practiced well, but I believe that you would play today in a very nice manner, in a good manner, so that we can win. Please do that. I am going against my better judgment and the reputation of the school at stake. Reputation, that is good name. Don't let me down. Don't make me disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed. I don't want to be disappointed. Yeah, then what happens? The game started. The boy played like a house on fire. Beautiful saying. The game started and the boy played like a house on fire. Idiomatic expression. Like a house on fire. Like a house on fire. House on fire. House on fire. House on fire. You understand? Fire, you understand? House on fire means something is in a blaze, that is something is burning. House is burning. When a house is burning, what happens? Sort of the flames of huge, gigantic, massive, mammoth flames, gigantic flames, very big sort of fire. Very active. That is it, very active. Really active. When a house is on fire, you can see it is perfectly active. Nobody can stop that. It's very difficult. Guinean people, firefighters would come. Otherwise, you won't be able to stop that. You cannot control that. That is it. The game started and the boy played like a house on fire. Nobody could control him. Every time he got the ball, that is football, every time he got the ball, he shot a goal. Each and every time he possesses, he receives the ball, he had a goal. Phew. Needless to say, needless. You don't want to talk about that. It goes without saying. It goes without saying. You don't want to talk about that. It goes. Needless to say. Needless to say. Do you want to talk about that? No, you don't want to talk about that. It goes. Pata-patas, automatic. Needless to say, he was the best player. Needless to say. We don't want to talk about that. He was the best player, finally, best player, and the star of the game, man of the match or somebody. He was the best player and the star of the game. His team had a spectacular win. His team had a spectacular win, beautiful win, elegant win, beautiful win. At the end of the story, somebody would ask you, Machang, how about this today's story, that Surangya's story? Oh, spectacular, you would say. Oh, spectacular. Spectacular, yeah. If it is so. The best player and the star of the game. He was the best player and the star of the game. His team had a spectacular win. Massive win. Phew. When the game finished, game finished now. The coach went up to him. The coach came to that guy, Ajan, Sujan, or somebody. When the game finished, the coach went up to him and said, "Son, Ajan, how could I have been so wrong in my life? I was wrong. I thought you could not play. I'm really wrong in my judgment. How can that be? I'm really experienced coach, but I thought you cannot play. My idea was you could not play, but you played nicely, elegantly." Phew. When the game finished, the coach went up to him and said, "Son, how could I have been so wrong in my life? I am wrong in my life. So wrong. See, I have never seen you play like this before. I have never seen you play like this before. I have never seen you or anybody play like this before. Wonderful. Your playing was really amazing, spectacular, wonderful. I have never seen you play like this before. What happened? What happened to you today? How did you play so well? How did you play so well? I don't understand, Ajan. Just tell me, what happened to you today? You have never played like this, Ajan." The boy replied, "Coach, my father is watching me today. I played so beautifully because my father is watching me today." The boy replied, "Coach, my father is watching me today." Then coach turned to see his father. Huh? No. The coach turned around and looked at the place where the boy's father used to sit. Used to means past habit, yeah, remember. The boy replied, "Coach, my father is watching me today." The coach turned around to see the place where father usually sit. The coach turned round to look at the place and looked at the place where the boy's father used to sit. So the boy's father used to sit at extreme end of this thing. And when we started this story, we talked about boy's father. He used to sit at a particular place far end of the ground until the boy comes. So the coach turned around and looked at the place where the boy's father used to sit. There was no one there. No one there. Father was not there. Generally, father is there. Father used to sit there. But Kolla says that my father is watching me playing today. But when coach turned around and looked at the place where the father used to sit, he cannot see father. Just like the other days. The coach turned around and looked at the place where the boy's father used to sit. There was no one there. He said, "Son, your father used to sit there. Your father used to sit there when you came for practice. When you came for practice, always your father was there. Your father used to sit there watching you play. But I don't see anyone there today. Nobody's there today." Do you understand the story? Kolla says, "I wanted to play this way." The coach asks, "Why did you play so well today? Beautifully today." The Kolla says, "Because my father is watching me, my playing today." And the coach turned around to see to see the father. Look at the father, but the father was not there. And he says that your father used to sit there, but he is not there today. How come? Nobody's there. The boy replied, this is a story, huh? The boy replied, "Coach, there is something I never told you. Coach, there is something I never told you. I did not tell you this, coach. You have no idea what I'm going to say." The boy replied, "Coach, there is something I never told you. I didn't tell you, sorry. My father was blind. My father was blind. So when he used to sit there, must be wearing sort of spectacles." So coach did not realize that his father was blind. So when wearing something like that, you think that I'm not blind. Maybe I'm blind. So the boy replied, "Coach, there is something I never told you. My father was blind. Just 4 days ago he died. That was the reason he did not appear for past 4 days for practice." There are a lot of reasons in this story, beautiful story. And father was at an extreme corner. So the coach has no idea to understand, realize that he is blind, because he used to sit at far end. The storyteller has coined this story, made this story beautifully. And he did not appear for practice for 4 days because the funeral. Suddenly he came for the finals, clear. My father was blind. Just 4 days ago he died. Today is the first day he is watching me from above. He did not watch me playing. He was blind. He could not see. He was unable to see my playing. So I did not play well because he could not see me play. Whatever I play, he cannot see. But today he died and now he is above. Do you understand what I say? Now he is not in this world. He is in a separate world. Maybe he has a sort of a power, and we basically believe that when people die, when especially the people who love us, our fathers, our mothers, or good relatives, brothers, sisters, when they die, fathers, mothers, when they die, they become different souls and they just look at us. Oh, my son is playing football today. Clear. So that is what he says. Today is the first day he is watching me from above. That is why I wanted to play, to show him my capacity, my skills, my way of playing. He should see. Those days he could not see, I did not play. Today I should play because he can see me playing. Stories. So nice story. There is another thing that going with this. However, these stories are really interesting, and yeah, okay. So what I want to tell you is actually you should see how people speak. Spoken languages, as I always tell you, instant production of language, something like this. I'm looking at colloquially or whatever. I did not think about all these dialogues beforehand. That is before the story. I just wrote this story. I did not think about what I'm going to talk about. But I know, I know well that I can explain the story using new dialogues or things like that. I know that I have that capacity. So therefore, I want to show while going through the story, uh, I, my producing new language, brand new language. That is what you should see. That is spoken language. Not translating the story or things like that. So I didn't want to use singular language that much. When I'm using complete simple English, then you happen to think in English. You have a very good idea of English. You have grammar, you know everything, you have words and everything. Your problem is you cannot connect all these things. You cannot connect all these things because you are not thinking in English. To think in English, you should listen to English, total English. When you listen to simple total English, automatically the structures get fixed. Then at once, at a particular moment, you start speaking. That is how things happen. I know that. You will never believe this, but it happens. But you have to go through this process without losing courage. Clear. So then subscribe and give us a like and press the bell icon and comment and share. Bye.